Here with Myren Harris, running back for the Panthers. Myren, a tough 32-31 loss against the 11th-ranked team in the country in Central Missouri. What a game for you, though. 2 receiving touchdown passes, 60 yards and 48 yards. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but talk about the offense's performance today.
The offense, we had a breakthrough today. Finally put four quarters together, and we can only get better. It's week 3. So I'm glad that we got battle tested, early, so we can only get better from it. So back to the drawing board tomorrow.
Michael Horo in particular, his best game as a Panther, he was rock solid. 3 touchdown passes, 38 yards on the ground, 327 through the air. Assess his performance.
Mike stepped up. DeJuan got hurt, and, we needed Mike, to step up in a crucial moment, and Mike, played his best. He performed over 70%. Last time I checked, that's a good game. So, like I said, it's week 3, and that's the greatest part about it all is that we can continue, to build. So Mike has that confidence and his belief in his receivers, and we gave him that confidence. So, we can only get better from here.
Obviously the game hinges on a couple of different plays, and there was a tough drop there at the end of the contest by Hakeem Harris. So, what was your message from the team to him to get him to kind of rally and finish that contest?
What happens. Things like that, that happen in a game. Coach B, said it best. Life is 10% of, what happens to you and 90% of, how you respond. And last time I checked, when you go through something, tough like that in the heat of moment, it's a setup, for something greater. So all we can do is just, put in the past and just learn from it. So, our words to, Hakeem was, hey, bro, just keep your head up and go back to the drawing board tomorrow.
Awesome. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Here with Phillip Starks, linebacker here for the Panthers. A tough one today, Phillip, 32-31. Lost to the Mules of Central Missouri, number 11 in the country. For you, though, a really good contest. 5 solo, 3 assisted, 8 total tackles, and a tackle for loss. Talk about your performance today.
Oh, man, all credit to God, man. I'm just out there doing what he ordained me to do, man. Shout out to the D-line and the defense as a whole. It's a group effort. I just happened to, be on my P's and Q's today. But it's all credit to my D-line and my back end, man.
We were really able to contain the reigning Harlan Hill winner in Zach Zabrowski. I think he had thrown for 12 touchdown passes coming into today, and you guys do an excellent job and really kind of holding him down a little bit. So what was your game plan today?
Oh, man, we were just trying to get him off his spot and match up. We played him well, man. We left a couple plays out there on the field, man. Nothing that we hadn't seen on film. The coaches had a great game plan, man. We just didn't execute the little details, and it ended up hurting us in the end.
Obviously, with as good of a passer as he is, you want to limit that. So it seemed like the running game got a little bit going more than it has so far this year. Was that a bit of a surprise to see him run the football as much as he did?
Not really. We seen it on film. We knew that he could scramble. He had some wiggle, man. But we're just trying to keep him contained and get him off his spot and throw their air throws. So,
well, good luck next week as you face William Jewell on the road.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Here with head coach Sparky McEwen, a very tough game here, one of the more entertaining games ever here at the farm. You guys come up just a little bit short, 32-31 against the 11th-ranked team, Central Missouri. Just give me your initial thoughts on this contest.
First of all, you want to, take your hats off to Central Missouri. Class act. Coach has done a tremendous job over at SEMO, and you have to take your hats off to that group. They've won and in big ways like this, and they understand how, to finish games. For them to go down and put the pressure back on us and score late, that was big on their side. And then, we had an opportunity. And I'm proud of my boys. And man, they fought hard. Their effort is tremendous. I told them, do not hang your heads whatsoever. Our full intentions were to come in here and win this football game, and this is going to hurt. This one's going to sting for a while, but it shows you where our program is right now, from where it started to where it's at now. I couldn't be more proud of our student athletes.
Michael Horrell, a tremendous game, 21 of 30 passing, 327, 3 touchdowns. Assess his performance, also 38 yards on the ground.
He did a pretty good job. He understood that, playing, point guard, was going to be what we needed here. Kind of similar to what their guy does. Just get the ball out, get it to the playmakers, let those guys make plays, and he had a pretty complete game. It's just one of those deals though where we just have to finish. We had some opportunities out there, and we just didn't take advantage of enough of them.
You guys did a really good job of limiting Zabrowski, the reigning Harlan Hill winner, 349 through the air, but that is well below his season average and his career average. Only one touchdown. He came in with 12 TDs. Was that part of the game plan? I know that he kind of got some yards on the ground, and we gave up a couple rushing touchdowns, but you kind of have to pick your poison, don't you?
Well, I mean, as advertised, that's who he is. He's a hell of a football player. And he just kind of wills teams. He puts his team on his back, and when they need one, man, they go to one. He's pretty slippery. He throws the ball well, but I think more importantly, he slides away from pressure. He understands the game, and he doesn't get rattled. He's a very patient football player. So, it's a treat for them to have a player of that magnitude that, he just doesn't seem to be shaken, by anything. I thought we put good pressure on him, but he moved away from pressure, and then he would make big plays. The receivers do a good job of keeping plays alive. And but I'm proud of my defense, man. I mean, like you said, there's not many teams that put up a performance like that, against him, But we still had a chance in the end, and we just fell, a couple plays short.
I mean, you got to be proud of your guys. I mean, they come in here against one of the best teams in the country, and perhaps, if not the best offense in the country. You got to be proud of your guys. How do you build off this moving forward? It's got to be huge for our confidence.
Well, I understand when you say it's got to be huge for our confidence, but the culture that we have here and the soul of our culture is, we don't accept defeat. We want to win in everything that we do, whether it's on the field, in the classroom, off the field. This one's going to sting. We really felt like going into this game we had a chance. I'm proud of my kids, man. They played really, really hard. Unfortunately, you only can have one winner. And, this team, Central Missouri, in some publications they were picked to win a national championship. So our guys see that they belong, in those type of battles and those type of, conversations. We just got to, we go by the motto, don't be Davenport, DBD. And we just got to stop doing things, self-inflicted wounds, and once our guys understand how this thing, works, man, we could be pretty tough, the remainder of the year.
Good luck next week at William Jewell.
Thank you. Go Panthers.